Hello? Oh, there we go. Welcome to this beautiful morning and our graduation outside. A couple things. First of all, we want to thank Travis and Angie Swanson for their music this morning as you guys came in. So thank you, Travis and Angie. We appreciate it. Today's graduation will be streamed live, so family and friends that are unable to attend can find a link at sublet9.org on our homepage. The senior slideshow is also available on Sublet 9 as well. During the ceremony, we do ask that you stay in your square unless you are coming up to take a picture of your graduate, and you'll notice that between the 245s, that area is open. So parents, you are welcome to come up and get a picture of your graduate as they receive their diploma, and then you can go back to your square. Also, Kaylin is taking pictures for us, and we'll have a photoshopped group picture as well as a picture of your senior getting the diploma. And within a week, we will send you a link so that you can find those pictures and purchase them if you are interested. So, if you would please turn off or silence your cell phones, we would appreciate it. And we hope that you'll help us to respect this ceremony to honor our graduates for their hard work by staying in your area and remaining quiet throughout the program. Please work to help us maintain social distance. Parents, please keep your children with you during the ceremony. We appreciate your cooperation, and we will begin very shortly. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Miriam and Adriana, for a great job. If you've been to our swim meets or our basketball games or the state wrestling meet, you've had the pleasure of listening to them sing that national anthem. Great job. Just a couple things. Bathrooms are available. If somebody needs to leave their square, those bathrooms are open. I want to welcome everybody to the 2020 graduation ceremony at Big Piney High School. What a blessed day. We have this special day to recognize and celebrate our soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2020. I know Mrs. Banks mentioned to please silence your phones. And then as far as your squares, since we don't have a lot of social distancing from left to right, if you could squeeze to the middle of your square, that's always good. Appreciate that. Feel free to get up as close as you can to your red Solo cups to get a good view. I want to give a shout out to our 4 foreign exchange students that were classmates with these people this past year, and because of the coronavirus, they had to leave our community very suddenly. So I want to do a shout out to Fabi, Barbara, Julian, and John, as they were part of this class as well. I'd like to take a minute and speak on the class of 2020's behalf, if that's okay. Thank yous. There's a lot of thank yous, but I want to run through just a couple of big ones. Mrs. Banks mentioned a couple. If you could hold your applause, that'd be great. But first of all, Greg Clements and Sublet number 9 custodial staff been working all week with me, and then they were out here all day, a long day yesterday, preparing our field and our stadium for this. So thank you for that. Our senior advisors, Mrs. Banks, Mrs. Clements, who are really the people that put all this together from the get-go. They're also in charge of a lot of the scholarships that you'll see in your program. Mrs. Clements does a great job with that. So thank you, Mrs. Banks, Mrs. Clements. I want to thank Dr. Brennan Fitzsimmons for letting us have this ceremony today. So if you see him, please tell him thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Swanson for the great job they're doing with the additional audio system. Thank you for today's ceremony. I'd like to thank Michelle Hymas, Ben Sherbel. We're live streaming underneath the tent. For everybody who can't be here, it's going to be a recorded event, so you can go home and watch that too. So thank you. I'd like to thank Tanya Greenwell for all the work on the program creation and all the certificates that many of these students are going to receive today. Let's give those people a round of applause, please. And finally, 2 groups of people I want to make sure we thank from the class of 2020. First, you parents. Could we have you guys stand for this? We want a standing ovation for our parents. I want to thank our parents for the last 13 years. It started in kindergarten, okay, and went through middle school and culminates with today. But I really want to thank you for the last 2 months of the education that you've had to do at home, not in school. Definitely a team effort. So thank you for all the support you've given to your sons and daughters. They would not be here today without you. Can we give them an applause? And our last group are our teachers, everybody from kindergarten through senior year, and Sublet 9 employees. Again, we have many people here today because of the support and help of those people over there. So let's give our staff a great job. At this time, we have a special recognition that we intended to give out at our end-of-year awards assembly. That was not possible, obviously. We did have a virtual awards assembly, but we've got a plaque we call it the BPHS Contributor of the Year. That's a non-Sublet 9 employee that gives his time or her talents for the benefit of the students you see behind us. And we've had some really neat people recognized over the years. And this year's recognition goes to Mr. Tim Sims, voice of the punchers. Tim, would you come up and please grab your plaque? Chairman Fear has your plaque. We're hoping that even though Hadley's graduating, he'll be back next winter. He is the best announcer in the state of Wyoming. From the gyms I've been in, he does the best job. So let's give him another round of applause. Thank you, Tim, for all you do. All right, at this time, I'd like to introduce our salutatorian from the class of 2020. If Shelby Hatch would work her way down. The criteria for these two awards, Salutatorian and Valedictorian, are based on GPA and their ACT scores. They also must take the most rigorous courses that Big Piney High School can offer. And so these young ladies have met that challenge. And I'd like to tell you just a little bit about Shelby before I give up the microphone to her. First of all, if you know Shelby, you know that there are two sides to her. Here's the first side that I see every morning by the puncher man. Great smile, friendly, kind, and just an awesome, positive person to have in our school. Then there's the other Shelby. If you've watched any basketball games, she usually doesn't smile. She is a fierce competitor, and she brings out the best in herself and her teammates. And I thank Shelby for being both those people in our school, because we need both of those. Your 2020 salutatorian, Miss Shelby Hatch.
Well, it looks like this is the first time some of you have seen some sun. When Principal McKelkey presented me with this award, I was standing on my front porch with a messy bun and still practically in my PJs, and the reading of this letter was accompanied by my pack of dogs barking. So I'm not gonna lie, I sure got my hopes up and thought I wouldn't have to write this speech, but alas, here I am with my allotted 5 minutes. So I'd like to start my speech off by thanking everyone who is here today. Family, friends, teachers, and the Board of Trustees, your support over the last 4 years have been invaluable through all the ups and especially the downs. For those of you who didn't make it into the squares, hi, thanks for still supporting us from wherever you are. If any of you would have told me that you saw this coming, that our graduation and world as a whole would look like this when we were first walking through those hallways as freshmen, I wouldn't believe you. Unless, of course, if any of you have, I'd like you to meet me in the Bernie's alleyway over there, because you have a time machine in your possession, and I think we should take a trip back to 2019 and stock up on toilet paper. Before I go much further into my speech, I'd like to stroll down memory lane. It's been an ongoing joke throughout our class that we are cursed, so here we go. In kindergarten, do you remember that scarring and tear-filled lockdown we had, and how 26 of us were crammed in Miss Bradley's closet for what felt like ages? First grade, that's probably the only good year, I think. I couldn't think of a single bad thing, except for maybe the fact that Adeline Bennett, the Harry Potter nerd of a Valedictorian, moved that year. Second grade wasn't all that bad, except for the fact they decided Fossil Butte would be a fun place to take a 7-year-old. Boy, were they wrong. In third grade, the sled dog races were canceled due to cold weather. Then when they tried to make up for it by taking us to a dog sled shelter, the roads were closed, so there was no field trip for us that year. In fourth grade, they kicked us out of the school entirely, and we were sent to the ghetto of the portables. In 5th grade, we made pot holders instead of having to make our own Indian village. And at Teton Science School, Corbin's dad broke his collarbone and Trey wound up at the hospital after a vicious pillow fight. After leaving our beloved and asbestos-filled elementary school, they decided to make a new one. So we went to the middle school, while the other kids had the luxury of a new and approved school over there. For 7th grade, I have just one word, Shellabarger. If you know, you know. 8th grade was pretty good, well, all besides the great Devin and Joe Walmart breakup. For our class, high school provided great hope. It was almost as if we'd grown out of our curse. In fact, those 3.5 years of high school were a great privilege. Here we were surrounded by great peers, teachers, and coaches. However, this was shortly lived and our curse sadly returned. 2020, am I right? However, I can confidently say that this curse hasn't been all that bad. Because of it, we've been molded into a tougher and grittier class. Our class has always known we wouldn't be remembered by our academic achievements or tremendous ACT scores, and that's fine. Because when we enter the real world, we'll be the ones who keep pushing and never give up. We won't know what our future holds or what life will throw our way, but that's okay, because this class of 2020 can take it. I think our generation will rise from these horrendous times with the tools to succeed in the unknown future that lies ahead, unless you have a time machine. For those of you graduates sitting back behind me who have a pretty good idea of what you'd like to do with your life, congratulations. For the rest of us who don't exactly have it figured out yet, it's okay. Enjoy the search and trust your gut. You will figure it out. Now I know that for some of you, okay, yeah, probably most of you, my wise words won't likely change your disappointment on missing your last prom, your last sports season, or even the traditional graduation. But remember, it isn't about the ceremony. It's about the memories we already have that make the ceremony worth celebrating. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby. All right, at this time, we have a choir presentation. That piece of music was composed by our choir students from their homes each individual from their homes. And Miss Ellie Brown put that all together, so great job, BPHS choir, Ellie Brown. All right, it's now my honor to introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2020, Miss Adeline Bennett, if you'd work your way down here. Just a couple things about our valedictorian. First of all, she has completed her high school career with the perfect 4.0 GPA. And her ACT score is pretty impressive as well. More than that though, she's an engaged leader in the classroom. She's a 2-time All-State music selection, and she is a leader outside of the classroom, in the hallways and activities and student council. She's there. Thank you very much for your leadership and the effect that you have had on our school. The 2020 class valedictorian, Miss Adeline Bennett.
I promised my mom I'd talk super slow, so I'll do my best. Should I? Yeah, okay. I want to start by giving a big congratulations to my fellow seniors for making it to this day. I know every other class gets to joke about all the hard stuff they went through in high school, but I think a global pandemic really does take the gold medal. But despite all of the odds, and even though this isn't how any of us thought our senior year would go, we still made it, so congratulations, guys. So here's a fun fact. If you Google how to write a graduation speech, it tells you to start with a story. I know from experience. So here it goes. Back in August, I was in the car with my brother. We were talking about the coming school year and rocking out to Capine when a song came on that really made me stop and think about my upcoming senior year. The song was You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Adkins, and the chorus goes like this. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. So this song was kind of in my head all throughout my senior year. I kept thinking about it. In good times and bad times, I told myself to stop and take in the moment. I kept thinking about Andy from The Office when he said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've left them. I didn't want to be left at the end of this year feeling like I'd let it pass me by. Little did we all know how quickly we would be leaving our good old days of high school behind. Our ending came much sooner than any of us expected, and when we left for spring break, we didn't know that we would never be coming back. I'm sure we've all had moments of sadness these past few months when we've thought about the last prom, the state basketball, the track season, the rodeos, the concerts, or the endless other moments with our classmates that we never got to have. We have watched seniors before us graduate, and we looked forward to our turn in the spotlight, only to face challenges no class before us has ever faced. However, it's challenging times like these that teach us the lessons we can learn to make us stronger. I've come to really cherish the memories we did get to make. They've become so much more important to me because of this experience, and I've learned 2 really important things. The first thing is that there is something positive in every situation. As our community has come together and shown so much support for us, it has shown me that times like these really can bring out the best in people. The second thing I've learned is to take advantage of every moment, because you never know when you're about to leave the good old days. I think the only way we can know we're in the good old days before we've left them is to treat every moment like the good old days and to always look for the positive. When I look back on my senior year, I don't just want to remember how hard things got, but also all of the good times. And now here we are at the end, ready to graduate. In the words of Charles Dickens, they were the best of times, they were the worst of times. There were highs, and there were definitely lows too, but it's been an incredible ride. There's so much I will miss about these last few years, but I'm grateful to have spent them here at Big Piney High School. There are so many people that we as a class have to thank for getting us here. Thank you to this incredible community, every one of you sitting out there, and the board, for being endlessly supportive of us. Thank you to each of our teachers for dedicating your life to hanging out with teenagers, helping us grow, and rearranging your entire curriculum these past 2 months to help us make it to graduation. Thank you to our families for being there with us every step of the way. And from me, thank you to my classmates and friends, the class of 2020. This is our time. We have handled challenges with a strength and determination that no class before us has had to have, and we are ready for the incredible adventures the world has waiting for us. The future is ours, so go out there and seize it. Thank you.
We'd first of all like to recognize our honor court, so if Adeline Bennett, Kaylee Day, Shelby Hatch, and Brian Pluid could please stand. The requirements for the honors court are listed in your program, but it does require dedication. So we'd like to give these guys a round of applause to congratulate them for this achievement.
The Robert L. Bed Citizenship Award has been presented for 72 years. It's given in honor of Robert, who died as a result of a tractor accident his sophomore year. The underclassmen were announced in the virtual awards assembly available on sublet9.org. Now it's my pleasure to announce the class of 2020 winners as Shelby Hatch and Joe Hybaugh.
I'll get these to your envelopes. How about that? Would that be easier than you guys packing them? Do you want them? Okay, we'll get them to your envelopes.
All right, every year we work hard as a district to see these graduates through to graduation. Every year our community rallies to support our graduates in the future endeavors, and this year is no different. We would like to thank our generous donors for their continued support to send these students on with over $95,000 locally, and we combine that with college, Hathaway, and nationally, we have over $250,000, which gives them a great start. Thanks for believing in them and your continued support. The scholarship awards are listed in the program this year because we figured the sun might be a little bit warm for the graduates. Congratulations to the recipients and thank you to the donors.
All right, before we finish up with our awards, we just have one more congratulations that we'd like to give, and that is to Mr. Jeff McKelkey. We didn't have an awards assembly, but we think it's important for you guys to know that he was named the 2020 Principal of the Year by the Wyoming Association of Secondary School Principals. We are grateful for his positive leadership and his service to our school, our students, and our community. So congratulations.
Okay, let's get on with it. We'd like to present our seniors here in just a second. Before I do that, I want to just mention a few of the talents that this group of individuals behind me has demonstrated in these last 4 years. We have students who have improved their ACT score by over 5 points in just a couple of years. We have National Reserve Champion team ropers. We have an all-state musician, 2-time. We have all-state football and all-state basketball selections. We have state placers in swimming and wrestling. We have pool record holders. We have top-notch welders and log cabin builders, partial cabin builders. I don't know if it's going to get done. If it's left up to the juniors, what do you think? We have expert engineers and builders of robots. We have students that have been there for each other when they or our school has faced adversity. That empathy and attitude of, I've got your back, these are just a few of the things that make this class special. Chairman Fear, Superintendent Garvey, and Board of Sublette County School District Number 9, I certify that these students have successfully completed all requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Wyoming and by you, the Board of Trustees. These members of the class of 2020 are now ready to receive their diplomas. I'll step back.
I'm just going to hand to
Okay. We ready? Matthew Visser to enter the world of work. Elise Dawn Croy to attend Western Wyoming Community College. William Allen Hefner to enter the world of work. Jordan Michael Hunt to attend Northwest College. Pause for just a second. It's hard not to shake hands. Zavia Marie Zambrano to attend the University of Wyoming. Samuel Bridger Johnson to work as an electrician's apprentice. Brian Glenn Pluid to attend Sheridan College. Isabel Presley Mitchelson to enter the world of work. Get a picture? All right, congratulations. Trey James Christofferson to attend Casper College. Tristan Wyatt Snively to attend Wyotech. Get a picture. Get a picture.
Just spread out. You guys spread out down this way.
Paige Carlotta Nielsen to attend Casper College. Get a picture. Smile. Caitlin Faith Haddock to attend Western Wyoming Community College. All right. Joseph Jet Hyba to attend the University of Wyoming. Congratulations. Let's get a picture. Awesome. Good job, Dave. Thank you. Tegan James Elliott to attend the University of Wyoming. Mom's out there someplace. There she is. See her? Yeah. All right. Hey, congratulations. Kaylee Kirkland Day to attend the University of Wyoming. His mom or dad's out there. Garrett Lee Peden to work for Horizon Oilfield Services. Shelby Tempest Hatch to attend Sheridan College. Smile in case somebody's out there. Corbin Keith Jessen to attend Casper College. Let's get a big picture here. Your mom's out there someplace. Yuri Asia Williams to attend Western Wyoming Community College. Jasper James Sims to attend Casper College. Congratulations. Emily Elizabeth Fox to attend Western Wyoming Community College. Ari Vaughn Espenshire to attend Central Arizona College. Devin Brooke Holder to attend Idaho State University. Braxton Ivan Varela to attend the University of Wyoming. Mason Rodney Shell to attend Casper College. Marcus Daniel Freer to attend Casper College. Cade William Anderson to attend the University of Wyoming. Hadley John Sims to attend BYU University. Congratulations. Let's get a picture. Adeline Bennett to attend Utah State University. Good choice. You bet. Gavin Perry Hughes to work for a legendary hydrovac. Aaron Margaret Stoutenberg to attend BYU, Idaho. Antonio Garcia Ojeda to enter the world of work. Ashley Rose Davis to attend BYU, Idaho. Colby Allen Bradley to attend Casper College. Kinley Ann Green to attend Central Wyoming Community College. Get a picture of her sister mom. Wyatt Andrew Markwart to attend apprenticeship with Wheeler Machinery. Chandler Logan Jones to attend the University of Wyoming. Yael Martinez Bravo to attend Colorado Mesa University. Get a picture out there. Good job. Congratulations. Creedon River Shell to attend Casper College. Rebecca Ann Comer to attend Sheridan College. Ethan Chase Long to enter the world of work. The song that you do this. You do the song.
As soon as everybody's out there. A short time after the pandemic took grip of our country, Mr. Swanson composed a piece of concert band entitled What Matters Most. This music was written in response to the closure of schools, country, and difficulties that ensued. This composition is dedicated to all students, specifically the class of 2020.
It is a reminder that you are always supported in some manner. The composition, What Matters Most, is a setting of an original melody that is handed from soloist to soloist or section. But never is there a moment when the soloist or exposed section is playing alone. That's what matters most. The support we have in life. Whether we know this or not, it is there. Please enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Swanson. All right, at this time, Student Council President, Mr. Joe Hybaugh, would you please lead your class in the tassel turn?
No sound.
Joe, do you want to shout if that mic doesn't work? Okay, so if we could just have everybody's attention really quick. We're going to wait to be escorted. We're going to start with my left side right here. Mr. Clements and some of the sub-9 staff is going to release people by their squares. And we're going to go ahead and form the receiving line, the drive-by receiving line adjacent to the football field on the sidewalk in front of the Industrial Arts Building as well as behind the high school. All right, let the parade begin.